Beautiful and high vibes for you to start your day with. Hi, it's Dr. Ali. High vibes communication. That's what we're talking about today. So I'm here to share some importance of communication skills. And I'm going to talk a little bit about verbal and nonverbal communication skills and what are the advantages of each one. Once again, tapping into the communication space because I am an audiologist, speech language pathologist, I'm a communication expert, working with specifically individuals on the spectrum and families on the spectrum. Over darn near 30 years, wow. The time is flying. Looking at some pretty flowers as I walk through the streets of Brooklyn. Of course, there's my Zachary. We are out for the morning. And yes, these are the streets of Brooklyn, so you're going to see green and you're going to see trash. But welcome to the real life, right? I'm not going to give you no behind the desk info. This is literally street life. And welcome to spring.
Did you just cough?
I sneezed.
Bless you.
Thank you. Yes, verbal and nonverbal. The sneeze creates the verbal response of bless you. And it may seem so small and trivial, but the sneeze is the nonverbal communication. And not that I sneezed on purpose, that's just part of, like, we're outside, it's springtime. So, you know what happens in the spring. Lots of pollen at the time of this recording. But the best part is, and I love sharing, lots of incidental learning. So as I come on, things are going to happen. They always go around communication because once I'm there, communication is there. Make sure you pop in, you say hi because your hi does matter. This is a morning walk at the time of this recording. Shout out to Smart Fit Fam, my nonprofit organization helping families or children with special needs to learn more about wellness, fitness, and nutrition. I don't just talk about it, I be about it. As Zachary and I are taking our morning walk throughout the neighborhood. All right? Go ahead. No need to stop, I'm good. And a lot of what has developed his verbal language skills, because a lot of people ask me, well, how did you get Zachary to be so communicative? Lots of work, lots of incidental learning, things like going outside, us taking our walks. Hey, Max, thanks for saying hi. Your hi does matter. Let me show you something high vibes that you can look at as I share some verbal and nonverbal advantages in communication. I love showing beautiful things because I believe things that have vibrations bring about more communication, literally. And that's what a lot of what has happened with Zachary and I and our growth and development stage is finding the good in things, not always looking at the bad, and talking about it. And noticing that the good doesn't always have to be verbal. Because inside the good, there's always trash, literally in New York. but I love to share about him. And we used to do these walks in the morning and talk about the flowers and the colors. And, you know, it was just natural language learning in the neighborhood with just walks. I did this in speech therapy with early intervention. I used to like to take my little ones out on the street and just take walks. And we would just talk about things in the environment. So they were given both the verbal and the nonverbal strategies of how they can communicate just through natural things in life, right? There's the stones, there's the differences, same and difference, and understanding that language isn't always verbal. There's a lot of nonverbal that is essential. In fact, the key to language is more about nonverbal than verbal, but we can't downplay the verbal because that is essential. So I love total communication. I'm a big fan of total communication, which means, you know, talk it, speak it, feel it, all the expanses, all the dimensions of communication and not just focusing on verbal, but also focusing on tactile, like literally getting down to touch the flowers, right? How do they feel? What do they look like? You know, does it feel soft? Does it feel hard? What's the difference between one versus the other? And for me, I think that makes language more realistic. It helps them to understand it, not just by looking at it, but also by feeling it, which is how a lot of us learn, right? Not just looking at it, but touch it, if you can. Can't touch everything, though. So communication became lots of incidental learning, lots of being out where we get to actually practice things. Yes, we would learn in books and study in books, but there's nothing like hands-on practicality and learning. So when one coughs or one sneezes, what's the first thing you say? Bless you. So it's part of manners. The call for the sneeze is nonverbal, right? It's not a language. It's not any words being expressed. It's a motion. It's a sound. But it isn't a thought, like a put together thought of words or whatever. So even if your response is bless you, right? Or you teach them how to say bless you non-verbally if they can't say it verbally. Lost you for a second, came back. Still walking, still talking. Still speaking about communication skills and the importance of communication skills. I'm with Zachary. And I'm speaking about how we use a lot of our walks as a speech therapist. I use a lot of my walks to help develop language with countless children, right? Just looking at the flowers and touching it and feeling them and expressing the colors and just natural language that we sometimes take for granted because we assume it in our head, but we don't verbalize it. So as a speech therapist, what I did is I just slowed down the world and took the time out to smell the flowers and treasure each one, right? The color, the feel, the texture, the difference, the same, the changes. And that became the advantages of adding verbal language to the nonverbal, right? Things that don't speak or don't have words to say. And became important. Guys, remember we were here and we didn't see this the last time? I know there's a lot of weed that they're going to come and eventually mow down, but look at the beauty in the little white buds that showed up. I haven't seen this in a while. This is new. I love the changes. This is beautiful, right? We did the rose garden before. I'm going to go around and come back to the rose garden. The roses are up and popping. They are up and popping. But first I'm going to get my little workout on and put these feet and walk them around the park. Zachary's already up and moving. And just getting that fresh air. Communication outdoors is the best. And I can't say that often. You have a child, you have an adult, or you have situations where communication is hindered. Come outdoors. You'd be amazed how communication can flow. Sometimes even if you have to have that difficult conversation, do it outdoors. Find a little park, sit down outside and just talk. And you'd be amazed how your communication becomes so much smoother and lighter because you're in a high vibratory space, right? Being outdoors. Fresh air. Sometimes just changing the environment can create a lot of positive and high vibes improvements. Don't sleep on outdoor therapy. This is the best thing. I consider it one of the best things. It's actually one of my secret recipes. It's one of my secret recipes when I did early intervention for speech therapy. I love it because I still meet some of my kids now and they still remember when we went to the park and we just learned outside and we had fun. I like therapy and communication where it's fun, where it's natural, and it's not staged always, right? Behind the book in the classroom. I mean, it's necessary, But when we have alternatives like the real world, right? Why would we not be open to this nice learning outdoors? Communication outdoors, so beautiful. So we're gonna come back when this fountain's gonna be on. So we're gonna get to see before and after. They're exactly going around. We used to do on, off, going around, shapes, all sorts of things we have done with this with this fountain in terms of communication. We don't have to do that anymore because we're past that stage. Now we're in just what if questions. Now what if? What's gonna happen next? What happens when they turn the water on? Will you be able to walk around that so smoothly? So it's natural language conversations. So I hope all is well as you pop and say hi. Yeah, hi matters. High vibe space. Showing you some goodies. Let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling. If this is helping to brighten up your timeline, then use it. If you didn't come for communication, you just came from high vibes, that's okay. That's communication too. That means you're in receptive mode. That is communication. Hello, birdie birds. 3 little pigeons. 3 little birds. Inside the park. So, another beautiful day. Another day to be grace and thanks and appreciation for all the things that we are given in life. And to elevate our vibrations and share other high vibes to the world out there. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being part of my high vibe space. Thank you for being part of my communication space. Thank you for just receiving all the high vibes I got to share with you, right? I hope you receive it. Because where else are you going to go on and they're going to take you through the streets of Brooklyn, talk about communication, and share beautiful flowers like this, as well as have a wonderful Zachary over there. Only one Zachary. So, as I take my walk and I work on me and my wellness, my recovery, my restoration, I come in and share with folks like you who just needs to be encouraged by others. So, there's the sneakers. If you are in the desire to lace up, then I'm going to say lace up and get out. Don't sleep on being outdoors. Don't sleep on simplicity, language, and so much learning that can happen inside of the beauty of life. So I'm going to take a walk around the rose garden. I'm just going to go around the rose garden. The rose garden. Rose. Do you see it? The rose garden. And the flowers. It's beautiful roses that are out today. Well, we got different types of flowers. I don't know what these are. Every once in a while you see something different that I didn't see the last time. But the roses are out. You remember when they all looked like this? And we came out before and they all looked like that, and now they have flourished. They are looking beautiful. Not all came back. Some didn't make it back. So just going around looking at the flowers and appreciating the simplicity in life. It's all good. I'm gonna go outdoors and get a little walk out there too. So, hi. Remember your high matters. Most importantly, remember you matter.